Welcome to part 3 of my introduction for GCN 5 Cinnamon Waffles, Gay Christians, or whatever. I don't even know the video channel name, but this is the part where we're supposed to talk about our coming out story. It's kind of a solemn issue for me. Well, it's not an issue anymore, but, it's one of the things where the past can hurt, and in this case, it still does. It still hurts. So I'm going to try and be as concise as I can, only having a 10-minute video limit, but well, here goes. It was, the summer of 2007, the summer months, I had a lot of time by myself. I didn't have a job, or I didn't have much to do, so I spent a lot of time alone with myself, and things got to a point where I was spending a lot of time alone every day, and I was thinking a lot. I was thinking about my friends and their lives, and how my life just seemed kind of pitiful, and that was when I started kind of confronting the things I had shoved under the bed and in the closet and behind the curtains about myself that I didn't want anyone to know. And at the top of the list, obviously, was being gay. And, well, I got to know myself pretty well over that summer, and it was 2007, and one of the kind of unique advantages I have as a composer of music is I was able to kind of formulate a piece of music off of how I was feeling with all this. So hopefully over the course of our video you can hear that. It's a beast of a piece right now. It's not even finished yet, and it's already over 16 minutes long. I've been working on it continuously since the summer of 2007. And the piece is almost 2 years old. We've got a few more months yet before that happens. But it's a fairly good representation musically of what I was feeling throughout this entire process. But the following school year, starting in September, I decided to start being honest. And with that, I only had one person ask me if I was gay. And I told them that's something I'm still trying to figure out. And in truth, it kind of was, but the other side of that was me, I guess, getting out of the denial phase. And it felt kind of good to be honest with myself, and I started dressing like I wanted to. I started more or less behaving like I wanted to. But the school year went on, and you got, I think, toward the end of April, I started critically thinking about my relationships with people. I mean, I've been working so hard on myself. I thought I should work on this love thing I hear so much about. So I talked a lot with my friends, and did as much hanging out as I could. And I was a busy guy as is, so that was real tough on my life. Then it got to be another summer, and I was thinking a lot about how I treated my parents growing up, how I've treated myself, how I've treated my friends. And there's definitely a favoritism. I mean, I was frightened of my parents, and I didn't want them to find out that I was gay. I was so scared of that. But coming to terms with who I was, I found was the largest step I had to take in really being able to relate to people, as me. I mean, every friendship I had, there's always something to hide. And whenever anyone got too close, especially guys, when they got too close to me, I started more or less getting gay on them, and I developed all these crushes on my best friends. And I can't say I regret them, but there were certainly better ways to handle those things, like come out and actually get a boyfriend instead of making some straight guy feel like he's been fooled and gypped out of a best friend, because things got kind of weird. But that was the kind of that was the kind of thing I'm trying to avoid, and that's happened to me probably 3 times in my life so far. Um, and it sucks because I miss the guys, and friends or not, they're great people, and I miss them. But times came and changed everything. So, yeah, over that summer, one of the people I really have mistreated in my life was my dad. So I took some time to um, talk with him. Not exactly about that I'm gay, but just that I'm apologizing for the way that I treated him. I was very critical of who he was, and I more or less bullied him. And well, a couple of things is he smoked and he drank, and sometimes he drank a little too much, and sometimes he's smoking a lot. And I really made it a point in my life to badger him for that. Saying, you're gonna get cancer, you're gonna get cirrhosis of your liver, yada yada yada, and it got to him. As euphoric as he pretended to be, I mean, that's the kind of thing that really got to him. And I understand that. I understand that pain now, but um, it got to be toward the end of the summer, and I had mustered up the courage to tell a couple of my closest friends that um, that I was gay. Um, the first friend I told, I didn't even need to say it. Um, Not that it was obvious, but because